Hi everyone, Mavis Evelyn here, back again with another video. This time I'm very excited to announce that I have three wonderful guests with me here today. Three members of Rhode Island, general Rhode Island, hardcore, screamo, up-and-comers, told not to worry. How are you guys doing?
We're good. We're great.
Nice.
Doing great.
Nice. Would you like to introduce yourselves individually and what instrument you play?
My name is Mike, and I play the guitar.
My name is Marty, and I play the bass.
My name is Jane Ramona, and I'm vocals.
Awesome. So, you just dropped your debut LP, Hands in the Air, earlier this month. There it is on CD. Holy shit. That is badass. I might need to get one of those. But, so, right off the bat, just want to ask, how have things been for y'all since then? Like, what is the vibe?
The vibe's been good. People like the album. We've been playing some pretty cool shows since we dropped it. We've just been having a good time.
So positive reception across the board.
For the most part.
People, I feel like it's been overwhelming majority has been positive.
We got a couple of haters on Radio Music.
I've seen them actually. I've seen them. It's quite disheartening, I will say.
I think it's awesome. I think if you don't have at least like one person hating on your music, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, you gotta.
There's no reason to keep going.
What was that, Jane?
That was Mike that said that, I think.
Without haters, there's no reason to keep going.
Yeah, exactly.
Real shit.
Exactly.
Real shit.
No, I thought you had said something while everyone was like talking at once. That's why I asked. But my bad.
Well, I didn't, but I was gonna say that since the album's been out, it's been really cool because everyone knows the lyrics now. So,
Yes.
energy at shows has been times 10 because everyone wants the mic the whole time, and so that's been really fun for me because it's just like 17-year-old emo kids crawling across the room trying to grab the mic out of my hand and shit. So that's fun.
Yeah, hearing the crowd do the "told not to worry" live is so intense. It's so cool.
Yeah. Save a trans girl. Shoot at her. I love that. There's just so many quotable lines on the record. So sorry. So this is a question I've actually had pretty much ever since I've been aware of you guys. So last year you released 3 songs, none of which are on the record. And all of them kind of have a more melodic, softer approach. It's slower builds. It's more, I guess, old school screamo kind of shit. And now this new record is completely different. It's emo violence. It's very 2000s scene, very, very, very metal, I guess you could even say. And I'm just curious, to what degree was that trajectory planned out ahead of time? Were you let's put out these softer kind of ballad kind of songs and then move on to something heavier and kind of psych everyone out? Or was it more of a natural process where, I don't know, I'll let you answer the question.
I think it was kind of let's put out these softer songs. It wasn't to psych anyone out, but it was more just we're moving past this sound and let's just get it out because we do all I think like those songs. But it's just not what the direction that we chose to head in.
Yeah, we had been doing the heavier, more metalcore, soundy stuff when we were still writing the softer songs, and we kind of more just wanted to put our foot down and be this is kind of the direction we're moving in. Let's put the softer stuff out first because I still think they're pretty solid songs. We don't really play them live that much anymore, but I'm definitely still super proud of how they turned out. But we kind of were for the new record, we're just doing all heavy, just balls to the wall, energy, metal-y, sassy stuff.
Yeah, And also, like, there were, when we, like, at around the time that, like, self-titled and Home and those songs came out, we, like, almost put some of the Hands in the Air tracks, like, on, like, demo, like, with those songs, and then we were, like, we had to kind of stop ourselves because we were, like, this just doesn't make any sense. Like, we agreed to do a split with Ultraviolet, and then we were like, okay, like, they're kind of a more melodic, like, screamo band, so we were like, let's like, get these out of our system and, like, let this run its course so that we can, like, work on having a full, so that we can have Hands in the Air. It's just, like, a cohesive experience from beginning to end.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I thought, is that, like, that's what you had initially written, and then you kind of wanted to move on from that. But you even teased that Hands in the Air kind of sound a little bit at the end of, like, Home and all that. I feel like in 5 years people are gonna be, like, begging you guys to, like, bring those songs back and be like, play like the really old shit. You know, I feel like that's gonna be.
Yeah, we bring out the classics at some shows. We played at a show last night. We brought out Home, and it was really fun.
It was fun
for the OG fans.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna like hold back from glazing too much in this interview because that's cringe, but I fucking love Home. That's like my favorite song ever.
It's funny that you say, like, that you can hear it in the end of Home, because that was, like, an add-on to the song. Like, that was...
Yeah, I can kind of tell. Yeah.
When we wrote that, like, Mike had wrote the original demo, and I was, like, we were at their dorm, like, playing around with it, and we were just like, it would be so funny if we put, like, a DB part at the end. And the rest is history.
And the death growls and the... Yeah,
exactly.
When we first did that, we're always kind of, like, making fun of tough guy hardcore, but, like, the end of that track specifically, I think when we wrote it, or when we were all, like, together playing it for the first time, we were, like, we're specifically, like, kind of poking fun at, like, macho hardcore and shit. Yeah.
But it's still so fucking gay. Like, even when you try to make straight hardcore, you just can't. It's just not in your system.
Gotta keep all of it a little sassy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Of course. So, just kind of general question. What would you say? And you can answer this like on an individual level or more general. Like, what inspires you as a band, as artists? Beyond, musical influences, but beyond that, like lyrical stuff, just what you're passionate about. What makes you want to do what you do?
The environment.
Yeah. Old school metalcore keeps me going.
Nice.
Yeah. I would say, like, lyrically, I feel like frustration with, like, being at odds with, like, a patriarchal world, is, like, my inspiration. But, yeah, I mean, like, performance and lyrically, like, for sure, for me, yeah.
Yeah, just having fun.
Yep.
Having fun is what it's all about.
Having fun.
And I think we all have a lot of fun playing in this band, so that's what keeps me going.
Word. Yeah.
Yeah, fun is a big part of it. We like to have fun.
Yeah, like the songwriting process is usually like we'll come up with a bunch of riffs and be like, what's like the most fun thing we can do in this song next, or like what's the funniest like breakdown we can write.
The hot cross buns breakdown comes to mind. Yeah, the first time I heard that, I was like, "Is that like what?" And then I heard it again. I was like, "Yeah." And then I saw the lyrics. I was like, "Okay, yeah." That was very that I feel like I feel like that, to me, just from what you're telling me now, that's like indicative of like the, you know, even when the lyrics are more serious or political or personal, that something like that to me is an indicator of just like the level of like self-seriousness that you guys have. You're just going in and you just want to like fuck around. Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like I wanted to say more on the end of what I was saying. Like a lot of it is frustration, but it is having fun. Like while being frustrated, like it has to be, you know, or else I'm not gonna like want to do it. If I'm just pissed off all the time, like I'm not gonna want to like do the hot cross buns down. You have to like, I don't know, you can't take yourself so seriously all the time.
Right. And, you know, almost having fun as rebellion, sort of, you know?
Yes. I love that.
They don't
Yeah.
want you to have fun.
They don't.
Yeah.
So I guess we already kind of talked about this, but I'm curious if you have any more thoughts on it. When the band initially formed, was everybody kind of on the same page about what it was going to be and what y'all wanted it to be? Or was there sort of like a period where you were figuring out what your strengths were songwriting-wise?
I'd say to some extent, like, we're still figuring it out. We're, like, all the newer songs that we've written are, like, different from the older ones. And, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Like, when we started this band, I kind of just wanted to sound like Touche Amore. And now it is, like, not that at all. Our drummer, Seth, was saying that, like, he always wanted to turn it into, like, a sass, like, grind band once he got better at playing drums, and now I guess he did, so...
He got good as fuck. Already fire, but...
Yeah, Kid's a machine. I've been playing in bands with Seth, like, forever, and...
I feel like Seth's
Kid's a beast.
Seth's like taste in music kind of, he showed us a lot of the stuff that's like our biggest inspirations. Or at least for me, you know.
What would some of those be?
Like the Locusts, the Blood Brothers, the Black Eyes.
Black Eyes is a big one. I always like to say Antioch Arrow and the Great Redneck Hope. They're like my two biggest influences. Even though we don't sound like either of those bands at all. But fools like to say we sound like the Great Redneck Hope, so I'm cool with that because they're awesome.
Just inspired. Like,
Right.
Yeah, it's just, Seth, like, I already knew about See You Space Cowboy, but Seth, like, forced that shit into my rotation because I think he just knew that I was, like, he was, like, just dosing me with it because he knew I'd, like, it. And so, Seth is, like, I wish he was here in this call right now because he's, like, the common denominator of, like, I guess just, like, the reason why, not that the reason why, or not, like, it's not like Seth's, like, pulling the strings behind the scene or anything like that. Or, like, he pushed us in a heavier direction for sure. Like, I think he does really like, and he's always, like, happy to play those first few songs we put out, but he had a lot to do with the reason why we sound the way we do now, and adding sass elements, and he got everyone really excited about it, so I would credit him.
Also, like when Brian became a part of the band, he put us onto like a bunch of like brutal deathcore and stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely, like we draw a lot of inspiration from like that style of music.
Of course.
So just like a combination of all the music that everyone likes, kind of just amalgamated to Not to Worry.
Awesome. Yeah, I definitely hear. I remember asking you guys about influences like a while back, and like the number one thing I was hearing was number 12.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how we forgot that. Yeah.
Number 12 Looks Like You is like one of the dopest bands of all time.
Which they're like my personal favorite, like of that, like, I guess, you know, white belt. But there's so much more that, like, dude, people don't understand. After, like, everything after Put On Your Rosy Red Glasses, which is probably my favorite, but I love all their albums. Everything after that is like progressive rock. Like it's kind of insane. Like I don't know. Like people like they're writing like Mars Volta level shit, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, it's just another white belt." But like, no, like they're insane. It's kind of crazy. I would love. Yeah.
Let's say give it 10 years. Told Not to Worry is just gonna sound like when we do a revival tour and our comeback album. It's gonna sound like Killswitch Engage.
That's not what I was expecting you to say. I thought you were gonna say, "Oh, we're gonna be this crazy techie grind, whatever." But kill.
We're just gonna switch up. That's like one of our right now, like one of our number one bands to listen to, like on the way to shows.
Hell yeah.
Switch Engage, because like the clean vocals are so ridiculous.
When darkness falls. Yeah.
Before that, it was Immure, because the vocals are also ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see me now?
Oh, we gotta talk to Paige about the Amur influence on the drama still in
The new one?
Yeah. Like,
Really?
That closer track. Oh my god, that's like
so good.
They sound like fucking plankton.
Wait, no, I know what you're talking about. That shit's crazy.
Toronto's is my favorite band ever.
Yeah. That band, awesome.
The G Still D Love, which we're all doing a show April 25th, the fucking Max. It's gonna be awesome. Little it is gonna be a movie. That show I've been so okay. We are getting off topic.
There's like so many more like white belt adjacent bands coming out right now though, and it's like it's so cool.
It's absolutely coming back.
Like we've had like some dope opportunities to play with like other new white belt bands. The orange belt wave coming out of Virginia right now is nuts.
Shout out Autumn Sonata. Yeah.
Shout out Autumn Sonata. They're super lit.
I feel like that name rings a bell. Is it orange belt because they literally wear orange belts?
Yes, it's so awesome.
That's fucking.
Yeah, it means nothing. I talked to them. We were talking to them about it in New Jersey last weekend because we just played with them, and they were like, "It means nothing. We just didn't. We didn't want to say we were white belt, so just orange."
That is hilarious. It's Donald Trump era white belt. It's
Yeah.
it's a sign of the times, It's actually a deep and profound political statement. They just don't want to admit it.
That's right.
Okay, all right. Let's get back to this fucking interview. Personally, what are your favorite things to do outside of music?
I like to hang out with my friends. I like to ride my bike.
Yeah. We all love to cook.
Yeah, I love to cook. I'm gonna go cook right after this interview, I think.
I probably will too.
Yeah, I don't even know what I like. Music is kind of all that I do. I'm trying to think. I like play little video games.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy on Balatro right now.
Might as well.
Yeah, I got Mike hooked on Balatro. Just hanging out.
We like go to the bar.
Get a couple Guinnesses. That's our beer of choice as a band.
Dope.
Just board games are lit. I'm playing a lot of cribbage nowadays. That's all I got, really.
Yeah, cooking, fucking.
Oh, gardening. Gardening is lit.
Yeah, pretty
Heavy on that.
Awesome. So, but.
Huge writer.
Okay. Like poetry, stories. Like, what do you like to do?
Yeah, poetry. All of the above, kind of. Poetry, like art critique.
Okay.
Anymore. Yeah.
Art critique is my bread and butter. I mean, that's I feel that heavy.
I can tell.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's
Yeah, our critique is lit. I'm a big rate your music soldier.
oh my god, bro. Don't even get me started.
We follow each other.
We do. And I love your rating system. You're like not stingy with fives at all, and I love it.
Oh no, if I really love an album, 5 stars.
So, who are some of your favorite bands to do shows with?
Asphyxia is always fun. So,
Asphyxia.
Shout out Asphyxia. Fucking Angus just like made me a guitar and made Marty a bass. Like fixed him up, and they're awesome.
Yeah.
Best.
Love playing.
Asphyxia just put out a record. It's really
And it's really good.
I still have to listen to that. Yeah.
Yeah, Asphyxia's a lot of fun, and like some like local like Providence bands. I love playing with Masaki. They're some young kids, and they're just doing some brutal shit.
It's fucking brutal. They also have music out, and it's really good.
Yeah, they put out an EP pretty recently. It's super fire. I don't have the CD on me, but if I did, I would throw it out. And I love flex it. All the like the dope Western Mass screamo bands are so much fun to play with. Screamo adjacent, and like of course like the homies Silk and Blouse.
And Blouse, yes.
Blouse is super lit.
Yes.
Nice.
G Still T.
G Still T. Feral Sarah.
Shit. Like My Body was found in a hollow tree. They just started semi recently, and it's like really sassy, grindy. Like it's cool as fuck.
They're super lit.
I'm really excited for them to put out music. What was that?
Padgav.
They're fucking so Flower. They're the homies.
They're less like grindy, but they're still really good. They're just a great scrams band.
They're a lot more emo from what I remember from seeing them.
Yeah, they have a lot more of that like emo, Midwest emo influence. But they got a lot of breakdowns. So I'm rocking with them. I'm rocking with them super hard.
I Have No Mouth.
I Have No Mouth is such a goated band.
Yeah, I Have No Mouth.
When are they gonna fucking drop?
They need to. I need it like I need water.
It's crazy. It's that kind of like proggy shit that I like. The technical. Yeah, I love their riffs.
I like to say that I Have No Mouth is the only screamo band with like power pop influence.
Yeah.
I was talking to their guitarist about it, and he was like, "What?"
Oh man.
It's just a thing that I think, but they're hella lit.
Yeah.
This is a hard question because I just want to list off bands like.
Yeah, I love all the bands we play with.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love all the people that we've met. Like,
very cool.
Yeah. No, I know. I get it. It's a hell of a time. And okay, so just a couple more. What do you hope listeners will get out of your music? Everything from like message, emotion, all of that.
I hope people like we put a lot of like little hidden messages in the songs, some not so hidden. We throw a lot of like political stuff in there that I hope all of our listeners agree with, and I hope that everyone like gets it. Like we just make music we try to have fun, and some people want it all super serious all the time, but I just hope everyone who listens to the album is like, yeah, they were having fun when they made this.
Oh yeah, that's it. Treat each other with kindness.
Yes.
Act always, unless you're not treated that way, and then jump.
Be mean as you need to be.
Of course.
And if you don't stand for something, you're gonna die for nothing. So
that's it.
That's a quote.
That's my message to the world.
That's a breakdown call out right there. Stand for something.
I stole that from some song, but it's real as fuck.
That's some Scrams shit.
on some real shit, like a lot of people want to stand for nothing, and I feel like a lot of it just has to do with perspective and like maybe the lack thereof. But that shit's boring and it's hella corny, and you don't have to like have a lived experience to speak on something. In like a creative and like refreshing way that gets people talking about like important shit, and you can also have fun while you do that too. But I don't know, it's just important to acknowledge like what's happening. Otherwise, like, I don't know, what do you stand for?
Yeah. Word. Okay. Last question. So it's no secret to anyone who's seen you live that the songs on Hands in the Air have been out, or have been not out, but written for quite a while before the album came out. And just today, or was it yesterday, you put out a little teaser of a new song that you were playing live. And I'm just curious, maybe you don't have like a proper answer to this yet, but I'm curious, what can we expect? Is it going to be kind of more towards that like 90s kind of Orchid vibe, maybe something more metalcore? Like what are we getting on future Told Not to Worry releases?
More sass, more breakdowns, more mall emo riffs.
Oh fuck yeah.
We got
Kind of everything. Like that new song
everything.
that we wrote, it goes from like a dance beat to like a little like sassy part with also a dance beat to like a fucking deathcore breakdown to like a mall emo shit.
Hell yeah. Cleans?
It just ends.
Yo, there's some cleans.
Yeah, I'm singing on this. So.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so that's the big one. That's kind of what I was looking for. Like what's gonna happen? Like what do they have next? Like that is, I'm very happy to hear that. I'm very excited.
Some clean vocals.
Some more clean vocals. Expect more D beat sections.
Yeah.
Break out randomly into like a mall emo riff. Then
more deathcore influence.
Yeah.
Might be a little 8-bar rap verse on the next record.
No.
With some record scratch.
Little Limp Bizkit action.
I just picked up a Limp Bizkit CD from the thrift store. So
Oh my gosh.
the moon this week.
Hell yeah.
That thing.
Has that been in heavy rotation on car rides?
No.
In my car, riding solo. It's been that, and I just picked up Punk Goes Pop Volume 2.
Oh my gosh. I saw that.
It's got the Cheetos cover of Flagpole Sitta. It's an insane album. It has a Breathe Carolina song on it. It's hilarious.
Oh man, I'm trying to think.
Funk is definitely heavy in the rotation.
Yeah, no lie.
Pulling some pop influence, getting a little. Then told Not to Worry will be the second screamo band with power pop influence.
Right. We might be able to convince Zay from Mob Records to let us put out a pop or a Punk Goes Pop.
Oh my gosh! Please do that. Please do that, and please put on a Farewell Sarathiel cover of Smoke on the Water.
Please. Me and Tara are trying to convince the band to do a Sabrina Carpenter cover.
Oh my
See
gosh.
what happens.
Oh man, that would be bringing back Punk Goes Pop, but like instead of it being like a commercial venture, it's like fully in the hands of the artist. Like that would be so fun. Cause like fundamentally, I feel like it's a good idea, and it was, but it was also like a very commercialized thing. So I feel like if it was like purely like we want to do this, so we're doing this, like that'd be really fun, and it'd be funny. It'd be awesome.
It would be hilarious. It's the funniest thing we could do.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me almost of like I don't know. Have you heard the Dillinger cover of Paranoid?
I I haven't personally.
It's
That sounds awesome.
it's awesome. It's funny as fuck. It was back in the Dimitri era, so it's just like and it was just like the most like ridiculous, just like it's like blast beats with like it's so funny. You gotta check it out. Anyway.
That's beautiful.
Okay, closing remarks? Told not to worry, bitch.
I hope you like the record. I hope it's a lot of fun, and I hope you like the rest of what we're writing too. Come to shows. If you don't come to shows, I don't know. What are you doing?
We got some fun ones on the schedule, so come to shows.
You're missing out. There's so much fun shit happening. Yeah, do a show.
I guess
watch out. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say like a random question I just thought of on the fly, like what are the plans as far as location in 2025? Like where are you trying to go in the country?
Doing a lot more like New York stuff, New Jersey.
Hell yeah.
Want to hit some new cities we've never been to.
Want to go to Virginia?
Yeah,
with Autumn Sonata and Claudia's Symptoms, and like I don't know, just like there's a cool grind scene in Richmond, and it's kind of isolated, like because it's too far from the rest of the scenes for like a lot of shit to happen. But they really want us to like come down there and hang because Claudia's Symptoms is also on Mob Records, and so they like that's how we found out about them, and like they want us to come down and play, and same with Autumn Sonata. So like I don't know, I think that's like big destination for me because I really like those bands. And
definitely want to hit the VA.
Yep.
Love to go to Texas if I get a couple days off work.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to play in Florida.
Yeah,
Opposition Dolls, and like we played with Bloom Dream, also from Florida,
yes.
and really sick.
Bloom Dream is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the big states.
Hell yeah.
Big state. Yeah.
Texas, California would be so fun.
Yeah, California. Yeah.
Texas is crazy right now, man.
Yeah, they're just going nuts down there. It's so
like
cool.
I don't even
outsider
of Eden. Yeah.
They're sick.
They're sick.
Yeah. Fire.
So good. All right. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to ask. Thank you all for pulling through and letting me ask you some questions.
Of course. Thanks for having us.
Of course. Yeah, no, of course. I am so excited about where this band is going, and I really want to get back into doing interviews because I don't know. I just feel like there's so many people who I want to like pick their brains and see what's going on behind the scenes, and this was definitely a big one for me. Told not to worry. So I'm really glad, really happy to have been able to do this, and I'm just grateful to have to know y'all and to have this connection.
Yes.
For sure, yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, you guys have a good night.
You too.
You too.
Bye.